This is your host, Joe Saz, and today we're going to talk about what happened last week a little bit, what's going on today, what went down during the weekend, and, obviously this nasty range that we've crashed to. So let's jump into screen share. Hope everyone's doing fantastic, and let's get the party started. All right, so bringing this thing down, let's move it to a 5-minute. We have a lot of consistency here in these signals. Let's start with the signals. We have the 1 to 2.5, the 1 to 2.5% trade band, the 2.5 to 5% trade band, and the 5 to 10% trade band all lit up. Now we have, especially after the crash, a lot brighter colors. Even in the 2.5 to 5% band, we have Ruby Mine. I mean, this thing was a nasty crash, and we caught some Ruby Mine all the way down into the 5 to 10 range. So this is kind of a screaming buy. This is a buy when there's blood in the streets, even if it's your own scenario. Everyone got, pieced up in this one. We've mostly gone sideways. We might have, we attempted to make a lower low and failed. Very, very bright lit up signals down here, and let's just throw out a horizontal and around this low, and we haven't, let's see, have we? No, we haven't came back to it just yet. Our lowest point looks like it's $25,611. We moving through the weekend, which we were expecting to go sideways, mostly likely due to the CME gap, which we'll take a look at right now in a minute. But we've gone sideways and we've had consistent signals. Every single time we've tried to spill over, our trade bands light up, and our 2.5 to 5, as well as 10%, 5 to 10% bands are consistently lit up. So look, this is a little stressful. It's a little dangerous. We're playing around in some really low and threatening lower lows territory, but the truth is we are stacked as can be in the order book right now. So until further notice, as far as I'm concerned, this is an absolute buy. Moving on to CME gaps, we have our massive overhead CME gap between 27,000 a low and 27,800. So we have a massive CME gap overhead, and I strongly believe this is going to fill sooner, like probably on the sooner end, maybe even this week in a number of days. So my position is long right now. Failed to make a lower low. That's good to note. Lower low than this $24,000 grind, and this was a single candle sell-off. So there could be some aftershocks, but being that we had a weekend to calm things down, I like the fact that we've gone sideways here, given the market time to rebuild, some confidence that this was just a flash black swan event. And now we have a CME gap up to the high 27,000 range that's very likely to fill, and probably with some extra change there. It even looks like we have a CME gap here from this close to this open. So we're talking 2 CME gaps at play, and things are looking really strong for an upside move. Onto the Bitcoin daily, we've absolutely nuked after we had our second, maybe third touchdown and little scuffle with the 128-day moving average, our intermediate term moving average. We absolutely got nuked and have broken down below our long-term moving average. So that tells me that this is a little bit exaggerated. Also note, this is probably a single seller. All this selling happened in a 5-minute candle. This was probably the result of a massive whale exiting the market or trying to shock the shit out of the market, liquidate some traders, stop hunt, liquidation hunt. So this is probably the result of one individual, and they've probably set it up for their own accumulation. So they've triggered all these sells. They've nuked the market of filled with longs, liquidations probably all over the place, and now this is the reaccumulation zone. So we're probably looking at a move back up, and unfortunately, we're starting to get a curling of our 50-day moving average and our intermediate term moving average, but that still doesn't mean we can't come back up to test something like that intermediate term moving average again. Keep in mind, one of the most important things to remember, that emotional buying always leads to emotional selling, and emotional selling always leads to emotional buying. So this is a completely irrational move to the downside. We're probably going to have a completely irrational move back to the upside. So it's very wise to position yourself, I think, based on that psychology. Taking a look at something like silver on a 4-hour, starting to curl back up. It looks like markets are stabilizing. So things are looking good to me. So keep in mind, every once in a while, there's going to be a black swan event that nukes the market. Happens a couple times a year in Bitcoin, and this appears to have been one of them. Out of nowhere, we have a shocking 5-minute candle, a massive red dildo that shoots us down to the $25,000 range, high 24s, low 25s. So this is a very emotional situation. I believe the next emotional situation will be a move back to the upside. So stay tuned. We're going to be analyzing this together every day, and I look forward to catching you guys on the next episode. Take care, everyone. Do your push-ups, your sit-ups, your squats, turn the shower water cold, and bend outside your comfort zone every single day. Much love to you all. Take care, everyone.